Okay guys, I'm back around to this next stitch, or the next stitch marker, and we're going to take up right there too. So we're going to go in here, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go in your next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the next 2 stitches on your hook. Now you're going to regularly double crochet all the way across to your next stitch marker. And at this stitch marker is where we're going to turn around. We're going to check and see if we need to fasten off at this stitch marker, because we might need to fasten it off and just go across the top of the shoe now. So what you're going to do is you're going to crochet in that last stitch there at your stitch marker, and you're going to pull up a loop, a big long loop. You're going to put your shoe there, and we're going to do it this way. See if this is where we start crocheting the top of the shoe. And it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fasten off. I might do one more row. Yeah, I'm going to do one more row around this way. And then we'll fasten off, and I'll come across this way. So we're going to have our elongated stitch, and we're going to double crochet. Now remember, when we get to this stitch marker up here in the corner, it doesn't matter where it's at, this stitch marker and this stitch marker right here, we're going to gather in between, because this is our toes. And I'm going to gather right here because it's on the side of the shoe. And I'm going to gather it up right here on this side. Just make it fit a little more snug is all it's going to do. And now that I figured out how to make these are so much fun. I hope y'all enjoy watching my videos because this is so cool. And I love crocheting, so I make anything. I've got some earrings that I'm going to put together and maybe make a few more. Okay, so we're back at the stitch marker. These two stitches right here that's right above it, which is this one and this one, we're going to take and we're going to gather. And we're going to gather this one. We're going to decrease this one and this one. And we're going to decrease this one and this one. And we're going to decrease this one and this one. And we're going to decrease these two that's right above, that's right over the top of this stitch marker. And then we're just going to regularly double crochet back toward the back of the shoe till I get close to this other stitch markers. And when I get close to them, we're going to gather those two. We're going to gather 2 stitches on it too, because we want this, even though it's not a shoe, but it's a cover, we still want it to fit the shoe. Okay, I'm getting close to this stitch marker. We're going to gather right here at these 2 stitches. We're going to decrease these 2. And we're going to decrease these 2. And then we're going to go ahead and regularly crochet in these 2. Actually, there's 3. And now we're going to put it on our shoe one more time. Now, you see how it's gathered up right here? Now we're going to be able to fasten off, and I'm going to start crocheting this way. Okay guys, we're going to join right here at this stitch with a slip stitch. And remember the elongated, and we're going to crochet right there in that one. And we're going to crochet in this one. And this one. And this one. And now we're going to slip in this one and turn our work. And we're going to crochet in this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. And we're going to hook this one in this stitch. We're going to crochet these together. And that didn't work. Now then. And now we're going to turn our work. And we're going to do the same thing again. And we're going to crochet in this one. You've got to get your sides. We have to bring our sides together. So we've got to crochet the last and the first stitch to the side of the shoe in order to make it look right. I might have to come back to that one on that side because it's not going together right on this side for some reason. I'll make it work. I always do somehow. So every time we get to the end of the row, we're going to slip stitch to the side of the top of the shoe in order to make it fit right, because if we don't, it's going to look off. Well, fiddle.
Stung by a wasp or something that I got there. Are you recording? Are you recording?
So we're on the other side of the shoe, and we're going to pull up our loop. Actually, we're not either. We're going to insert our hook in this stitch. We're going to make a stitch. We're going to make an extra stitch on this row. So we insert our hook here, and we insert our hook here to tie it to the side of the shoe. And then we pull it through both stitches. And now I'm going to slip stitch in this one to make sure that it holds just like it does on the other side. And then we're going to turn our work, make an elongated stitch, and then we're going to crochet in this one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have 11 on this. We'll have 11 stitches on this row because we're going to make another one right here on the side. And we're going to join it to the side of the shoe right here. And remember while we do it, so that our shoe looks even when we get to the top. So you make another elongated stitch. You crochet in that one where you just slip stitched. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And remember, we're going to make another one in the side and attach it to this, to the side of the, to the other side of the shoe. 13. And then we're going to slip stitch in that next stitch on the side of the shoe to tie it together. And now I'm going to see if this is up high enough to where I make my hole in my shoe so that my strap can slip through. And see, we have quite a bit more to go before we ever get to the strap. So that's how you do it. You just keep measuring till you get there. Okay, guys. I'm at the shoe where I've got to make space for my strap to go in. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to skip 2 stitches. 1, 2. And then we're going to go in that 3rd stitch and we're going to double crochet just like we were doing before. And you're going to go in the side and you're going to pick up this stitch on the side over here, and we're going to do it just like this. And we're going to slip stitch in this one, and we're going to turn our work. Now, when I do this one, I'm going to go all the way around the shoe. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be the next row. Not this row, but the next row we're going to go all the way around the shoe. But with this one, we're going right back through what we were doing before with the making it across the top. Now we're at the hole. Those 2 chains we made, we're going to just go in there and we're going to crochet in them as if they were a stitch. And you're going to go all the way across your row. And we're going to go down here, and we're going to slip stitch in these 2 stitches. We're going to pull these 2 together. And then we're going to slip stitch in this one and turn our work. And see how our shoe looks so far? And you just slip this part right through the hole. And it fits down there. And then you slide it right up underneath the bottom of it, and it fits perfect. I'll have to take it up some. So I've messed up on this shoe. Okay guys, so I figured out that I was making too many stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're going to join the side on that 13th stitch and pull your yarn back through, and just go ahead with a regular double crochet. You're going to turn your work. You're going to make that elongated stitch, and then you're going to double crochet in that end stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're going to take this one and you're going to join in this stitch. And you're going to turn your work. 2, 3, 4, and I'll be back when I get back up here to the strap again. So I'm back up here where I make my hole for my strap. I chained 2 and I crocheted all the way across. I joined this side and we're going to crochet back across. And where you chain where you chain those 2 at the beginning of your row, you're going to crochet with them as if they were stitches on those chain 2s. And then we're going to measure our cover one more time. And we're going to slip stitch these 2 together to make sure it doesn't make it any wider, because you don't need your shoe any wider. Now we've got enough room up here at the top of our shoe for one more row, so I'm going to crochet all the way around. When I start this row, I'm going to go all the way around. And I'll meet you back at the end. And there you go, guys. Another shoe finished and ready to be glued on. Thanks for watching. Happy crocheting.